Third Eye, you know, you're a legend. People know everything that you're up to, but just for the sake of the report, maybe can you just like do a little introduction and tell us a bit more about yourself, about Chang Gang, you know, kind of where things got started and about this video.
Engineer for a little over 10 years now. Came into the metaverse, figured out Chang Gang was a thing. You know, we have the founder, Daddy Chang. Shout out to Daddy Chang. I think we all met up Kingfisher. There was like the testing phase, and we all hung out for like 6 to 10 hours, fished in the metaverse together. And next thing you know, we were just, you know, having a good time, having a few drinks together, throwing rap battles, and we saw that we could really bring it to the next level with the amount of community that we had behind us. So we went there, and I started really getting in depth and became a metaverse developer, designer. I mean, I've been to 3D design for a long time as well. But yeah, we linked up, created an awesome team. Like the team that we have is just, I keep thinking of it. I'm like, how did this even happen?
Oh yeah, no, Chang Gang, for those of you who don't know, the people and the organization and the fact that they execute things on so well, like, is that something that's like, has that always been the case? Like, have you run into any snafus? Like, what are the kind of projects that y'all are working on? Have there ever been any, like, anything that's gone, like, massively haywire?
The thing is, I mean, we're all cool, calm, and collected. So if stuff does go haywire, usually no one really sees it, except for us. Yeah. We're out behind the scenes like, oh crap. It's like, here we go. It's like, it's right here, and this isn't working. This bot's not working. Oh crap. Let's do this for the giveaways. And, you know, but we take care of all that for everyone. So that's what we're here for. We're really community based. That's really what we strive for. We're here to teach everyone that's new to the metaverse. They have questions, new to NFTs, crypto scene. Obviously, we don't give financial advice. We really are against giving financial advice, but
absolutely,
like in our Discord channel, we do have an at your own risk, you know, NFT projects and stuff. People go post there. But yeah, I want to give a whole shout out to our team, and I want to give them a chance to introduce themselves as well. Starting with Evermore. Evermore is great. I call her my boss, all of our boss. So yeah, take it away, Evermore.
I am the whip cracker. No, so I actually I came into the metaverse space primarily because of my hubby, who is Spalding Trader, who's also with us on this call. And I actually initially was like, what's the deal with the metaverse, you know? And then all of a sudden I felt like I was missing out. I'm like, I want to go to cool events. I want to do the thing. So I got plugged into the metaverse, and it's just kind of spiraled from there. My background is actually in social work and community management. So when I originally came into the space, I was thinking, you know, where am I going to use these skills? Turns out, you know, the community is where I get to use those skills on building connection and operations and all of the fun stuff that I get to do. So thankful and excited to be a part of Chang Gang. We are continuing to grow every single day, and we have just the strongest, most supportive community members, and it's just been an amazing experience so far.
Y'all made the first music video in the metaverse. Now I guess there's a movie that y'all are working on, or like a series?
There is. So Daddy Chang and Art and Altcoin Radio, I think, are getting involved. We just did, Rise of Chang Peng. We did part 1, and we are continuing to work on that. Daddy is currently out and about visiting family after some quarantining, so we'll be getting that rolling with the new year.
Amazing. Well deserved. He's a hardworking guy, and I think maybe let's take a second and watch this music video for This Is Decentraland, the first metaverse music video. Today we will be putting our efforts towards getting our submission in for this song here for the Guinness World Record to be officially slated the first metaverse music video in the metaverse. How do you feel about that, Third Eye?
I think this is amazing, man. It's I get goosebumps when I think of it. It's like we're all so early, and no matter what you can really think of. I mean, seriously, what you should think of is look at the past 20 years. Look at the economy. Look at what people are doing. Do the same exact thing in the damn metaverse, guys, and it's gonna pop. It's gonna blow. You know, it's gonna happen. So that's my advice to everyone. Just kind of keep it as it is in real life, but carry what you know in real life over into the metaverse.
That is big facts. And I think that's it's also like there's a level of, as much as we have like this level of like be able to be anonymous if you want, you know, you still in a way build like a digital identity, and people don't want to burn their bridges. So I feel like people that are successful in this space, they're bringing that same energy, the same motives as they have, you know, as a person. It's just, you know, the more you come in here as a genuine person and you come in and you look for what you're looking for, the metaverse is built in a way where that will always bring you alongside those people. And this is Decentraland, people. Like, let's go ahead. Let's run the track.
Support across the board. Let's go. And then we can get to the rest of the ambassadors' introductions. And,
oh, yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Daddy Chang. DCL, Ready Player One in real life. We coming strong, the blockchain revolution got those bankers sensing something wrong. Schemers on them board games, they sending goons of cunning pawns. Diamond nuts be chillin', we ain't tripping, ain't got nothing gone. Wallets for entities, we ain't about no enemies. They popping virtual Hennessy, now bottoms up. Treasuries, metaverses taking over galleries. The clarities, ain't no controversies to them BTCs, the heresies. Man, a token army, we like ninjas, never see us coming. Moon to Mars, back to Earth, then we turn to Venus, jumping. Ain't no waiting around for anyone to come and free us. DAO, big varieties of different theses. This Decentraland, we Decentrafan. Blockchain revolutions, man, temple band. This Decentraland, we Decentrafan. Blockchain revolutions, man, temple
Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang.
Coming at you from a million miles away. Got so much wearable drip on me, I don't know what to say. They be like, who that be? Triforce Casino and Daddy Chang. We married to the metaverse with Ethereum wedding rings. Every day got something popping off up in the DCL. No space for negativity, yeah, haters go to hell. We be riding on the open season, always full sail. Only hanging with the winners, so you know we never fail, nah. Okay, now we live, feeling like we in slow motion. Chilling on a boat up in the middle of the ocean. Feeling high as hell, like I just got promoted. Might pop off, celebrate and crack an open man a potion, yeah.
This Decentraland, we Decentrafan. Blockchain revolutions, man, temple band. This Decentraland, we Decentrafan. Blockchain revolutions, man, temple
Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan.
Yeah, shout out to Frank too. Frank was the producer.
Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, gang. Págame en cripto, yo no quiero cash. Depositando 100,000 en maná. Chang gang, estamos burlados. Skyline, Navy and black. Pay me in crypto, I don't want no cash. You can find me in a Porsche Museum. My ítem me follow, y follow the leader. Tenemos la gracia y no sobre en Ethereum. Ella tuerquea, ey, en vida real y con su avatar. Decentraland party en domino ya. Después para el esquí con la ganga gozar. Ey, ella tuerquea, ey, en vida real y con su avatar. Decentraland party en domino ya. Después para el esquí con la ganga gozar. Somos Decentraland, estamos Decentrafan. Blockchain revolution, we Decentra gang. Estamos en Decentraland, somos Decentrafan. Blockchain revolution, we Decentra gang. Decentraland, Decentrafan, Decentra gang, gang, 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 gang.
Daddy Chang doesn't bluff. Reporter man knows his stuff. Pour the man up in my cup. On earth, but it's not where I'm from. Dripped up to the cuff. That craft going tough. Couple bands is enough. Not a price going up. The Decentraland got a gut feeling. Soon as we hit a ceiling, we broke past all the all-time high. Like learn from what you see in. I'm talking to that sandbox. That space is Neum. Sorry, all I know is full speed. I didn't see him. I do not wish to be them. MetaZoo got me bumping. Retro kicks too, you cannot say a thing. We got this sugar club bumping. You Mac and dough, peanut butter stunting.
Casino, Triforce, Frank J, Daddy Chang, Kevin on Earth. You know the play, you know the swag. Chang gang, 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 gang. Chang gang, 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 gang. Chain gang on gang shot.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, man.
You know, what was the first inspiration for making the like that, like to go down and do that and do that? I think that sparked that idea. Those
the community, dude. The community. It really was. It's just we had all these people, and it's like, you know, we started doing these rap battle nights and random things. We go to Wondermine, all the noobs that are there. We literally just put them under the spotlight. It's like, you know what? You want a free wearable? You two rap battle each other right now. And we'll give you both a wearable, and whoever wins gets a better wearable.
Oh
on
my
top.
gosh, that is amazing. You must have had some throwdown.
Oh, bro, it was so much fun. It was hilarious.
You have to do
but
stuff like that.
Just finally, transaction went through. Proud new owner of a 999 on Earth badge.
Whoa!
Thank you, Kevin.
Much love, Third Eye. Yo, that means the world Thank you so much.
You know I support all our homies, man. Chang Gang, baby.
Yo, let's go, Chang Gang. And speaking of which, we have some other Chang Gang members here. I think Casino's here with us in chat, and I think we got Spalding Trader too. And Spalding, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, just talking about Chang Gang and everything, just to give a idea of how my story started with everything. Is first came into Decentraland back in like July time, and that's whenever hell, even back then, at the chat, every 5 minutes, I was seeing somebody yelling out Chain Gang in it. And so I heard about them pretty early on, started hanging around the casino a lot, and there's a lot of Chain Gang members from the casino. And eventually, I ran into Daddy Chang and started talking to him, got invited to the group, and discovered this huge group that was networking and talking, and they were a great community. There were 3D modelers in there and musicians and all kinds of talent every which way. That was awesome to see, and I started starting to network in and everything too, and starting to get to know everybody, and got really excited about the space. And my background, I was actually in property management and construction, so this was completely outside of my normal aspect of everything. So it was definitely something very new for me. And Chain Gang made it very easy for me, actually. I mean, any question I ever needed was answered almost immediately by tons of people. I mean, the community was so great. Absolutely.
Amazing. That is key, I think. Like when you can be a part of a group where people are helping each other, where people's reason for being there is not I don't know, it's not selfish, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who are in Chang Gang is people who want to do things together. It's not people who are no offense, I get people want to go around and they want to collect, wearables and NFTs at events, but some people just make it that their goal, and I think that you lose a lot of what you can get out of the NFT space. When you see people like Chang Gang, the reason they're able to even do so much and have such an impact isn't because of that. It's because of a deeper connection and collaboration they're doing.
Exactly. Totally agree. There's definitely a lot of good community spirit in Chain Gang, and I mean, if you got any questions, it's the place to be. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna look at. I was already checking this out earlier today. We will actually be. Let me sign into my account here. We're gonna make this submission, y'all. The community's help to figure out exactly how we're going to. You know what I really want to listen to? I really want to watch as well. I want to watch the video from the new, that new episode y'all just dropped.
Yeah, the new movie.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I want to check that out.
I'm hitting up Casino on the side. I see he's on his phone. He's probably dealing with his kids right now.
Okay.
Play that up and we'll get him going.
Casino being world's best dad.
Oh, he's a great dad, man, and a great husband. Just the stuff that he does at home.
All right, here we go. So if you search, for instance, let's just say music video. Okay, we have the longest music video, most expensive, the first music videos. These have to do with the first music videos in general. But there's another, you'll see these get very specific. Best selling, longest, most versions, most nationalities. There's a first Grammy won for a music video, highest altitude music video on land. Here we go. Look at this. They even have a record for highest altitude music video on land. What do you think? I think we can get one for the metaverse, right? They have one for first music video filmed in space. There we go. First person. I think first music video filmed in the metaverse.
Yeah, that's huge.
I think I think we can make it through. See, first virtual reality music video. I think VR is very different from the what we have to say. I think the metaverse and virtual reality are two different things.
Much different. You can have a pre-recorded VR program you can download to watch. So full agreement on that.
Because you're gonna see there's no metaverse one. I'm gonna take some snapshots here.
Yeah, and as he's doing this, if you guys haven't heard, we are doing a bunch of giveaways, of some really cool stuff.
Tell us about it. How can people here get into those giveaways?
So I suggest skipping Twitter first. If you haven't checked out our website yet, go to check out changgang.io. We're going to be doing a lot of cool things on there, offering some really cool services in the near future. But yeah, we'll have a Discord link there. There's a Twitter link there. There's Decentraland links there. But go ahead and click on the Twitter link when you find it. We have some instructions there. They're very simple. We're not going to make you jump through any hoops. This is all about the community. We want to just hook everyone up. So go for it. Follow the instructions. Get some gear. Get some drip.
Yes.
Let's go.
Our giveaways are going to be open until about 8:40 EST. So retweet the tweet and get the word out that we're spreading some Chang Gang love.
And about 90% of them are legendaries, everyone. So one of 100s that everyone's going to be getting. So
nice. That is major. So I guess they have about a little less than an hour on that music video filmed in the metaverse. Here we go. I want to put an exclamation point, but the other one didn't have one. So your application may be referred to our consultation team. Okay. Will this record be achieved with direct involvement of a team or organization?
yeah, Chang Gang is a team and organization.
Will you have any sponsors for this record attempt? Yeah, I mean, the Decentraland report is sponsoring this record attempt, which was already attempted and succeeded.
Let's go.
Will your record attempt be a public event or live event that people can attend? Yes, it was.
Yes,
Does your
sir.
record attempt involve making a very large or very small object, foodstuff, mosaic, painting, drawing? Not really. With your record attempt, do you intend to promote a product, a good cause, or local interest? I think so, right?
Yep.
A good cause, I think a local interest. A product of ingenuity, I think all those things are covered. Date of the attempt, verification, discovery. All right, let's see what our date of this music video was.
Yeah, DC, dude, shout out to DC. He is a beast when it comes to plugging and not sleeping. So literally,
Yeah,
I think we took like 2 days to record this thing, right? Get all the scenes together. And DC didn't sleep the whole time, and then he stayed up all night editing these videos. And
his efforts are rewarded because due to those efforts, he was early enough to be the first.
not only that, I want to give him a shout out for being one of the kindest souls that I've ever met. There's no exaggeration there. He is such a kind-hearted person.
Honestly, that's just like something that's like that you see across the Chang Gang, though. That's legit. It's not a place where you're gonna find people putting down other people for being noobs or anything like that. It's just not that, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna take 12 weeks for them to.
You know how fast 12 weeks goes by when you're living in the metaverse?
That's big facts.
is.
Gang, gang, gang.
There is the boy, oh.
What's good?
We're just submitting the feet, man.
That's the play, man. What's going on, people? What's good, Kevin?
Seeing that
What
dragon.
is good? What should we do? Should we add additional record applicants? Okay, we're gonna add the different applicants here, and we got what other names are we gonna get on here?
Shout out Frank J. That's my brother. Let's get it. Gang,
Hey.
gang, gang, baby.
Yes, I
So
mean I'm
Chang-
submitting
yeah,
this
Chang
as
can
Chang Gang. Like I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
I'm not under my I'm not under me. It's gonna be this campaign aims to demonstrate proof of the first ever music video filmed in the metaverse, collaboration by the record applicants. This video distinguishes itself as a historic record. Standard digital communities into Web3 interactive spaces.
Nah,
I'm gonna put California here.
internet. We're on the interwebs.
Okay, attempt city, Decentraland. What's the estimate of your record? So ours is saying it's the first one. So I'm gonna say August 29 as measured via YouTube date stamp. And then for the description here, we'll just put
Shout out to Kevin, man. When someone else is slacking, the rest of the community picks up, and that's what Kevin's doing right now. It's like, yeah, we're still picking up slack, but we're doing our own thing on our other side. And Kevin's here; he's still fucking plugging. No, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Still plugging away.
You already
Man,
know.
hearts, bro, hearts.
It's about like the variation you see between how everyone's applying this new technology. Everyone who made that video ended up getting NFTs of that music video.
Yes, sir. And our the Changsters, the Daddy Chang, he does all that himself. Like, and he usually sends those out one by one.
My goodness.
He does it to himself too, though. He puts it out on Twitter. He's just like, "Here we go, just send your Addy." And next thing you know, he has like 1,500 people dropping their address.
Oh,
and he's like,
damn.
"Oh my gosh!"
Insane.
The way it was filmed, it would be live entertainment.
That's
but
what I was thinking too. Well, I'll say then we'll just keep it as live entertainment. That's
think
where
that works.
they'll see.
Yeah. And they'll have 12 weeks to look into it and ask us questions.
Exactly. And I did put my phone number in there for them. they're gonna reach out to me. Either way, I'm gonna be super transparent with this. Even, you know what's actually better than having a Guinness World Record? Having the proof on the blockchain. If we're talking about like the ability to prove, I feel like what's more forensically, long lasting is gonna be actually it being on the blockchain. But we've submitted our application.
Hell yeah.
You know, this community is very understanding of all that, and that's kind of what makes it easy for us to really get a lot done. We don't have to the community's educating itself on this stuff.
Yep. So what time is it? It's 8:14. Let's hear from Casino real quick and get his background. I know he's got a real colorful life and background.
Absolutely.
Let's hear from him.
Oh, for sure, man. I was introduced to the metaverse through Decentraland by my dad. My dad is like 60-something years old, guys, and he introduced me to Decentraland. And at the time, I wished I would have taken it more seriously, but I didn't. I was kind of like, what is this? And I got a little scared when I went to the website and they asked me to connect my wallet. I was like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? But on a personal level, I'm a music artist. I make music. I've been featured in Rolling Stone. I released a song called Coronavirus. It went viral all over the world. It was on the top 3 records all over the world. It was crazy, you know what I mean? From a music aspect, I've been involved, written a lot of big songs for a lot of artists within the Latin market. Before music, I was really passionate with painting, with art. I was invited to LaGuardia Art School in New York, to everyone's surprise, and I was like, hey guys, guess what? I want to make music. And everybody was like, what the hell? But then fast forward, I grew up in New York, I moved to Florida. I've always been involved with community-driven things, right? Like, just anything that has to do with community building and just helping others, and succeed in any aspect, right? So I was doing that a lot with e-commerce. So aside from music, I was also helping people with e-commerce, building websites and all this cool stuff. And then I was introduced to Decentraland again, and 3 years later, like a year ago from today, I think we've been here like a year from today. Since then, I've been really involved within the space, just linking up with people, onboarding, helping people out, answering questions, like just being very, very helpful. The same way I was helped as well when I was first initiated within the metaverse, you know what I'm saying? And, I met the gang and we all clicked, and ever since then, man, it's just been building, all of us collectively coming up with awesome ideas. And there's a lot of things that we're working on as well, within Chang Gang, like from the website to music as well. Like I'm going to be dropping my project soon because I've been focused in the metaverse, and because I just really believe in this vision of what we're doing as a whole. And I was just like, dude, I told Frank, my producer, who made the beat to the song Decentraland. We've been working for over 10 years now, right? And I thought it was just perfect timing. And then, me, Third, Daddy Chang, Triforce at the time, we were all collectively coming together and just really, really building this community with their strengths and their support to where it's at now. And I feel like it's crazy because it feels like it was just a few months ago. It just feels like it's happened so quickly. It's like a month in the metaverse. It's like a year in real life, which is crazy. So I mean, here we are. You know what I'm saying? We dropped a song, Decentraland. Everybody supported it. Kevin jumped on the verse. We had DJ Triforce. Daddy Chang killed that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, it's been vibes, bro. Third comes through with the crazy wearables. We have Spalding on the team now, who's been killing it. And shout out Evermore as well. Like, it's a dynamic duo, you know what I mean? They're they're husband and wife, and they're just like amazing team, and they're just really taking Chang Gang to the next level ever since they joined as well, you know what I mean? So if you factor in everything, right, which is what is Chang Gang, I think it's the question everyone asks. Like, Chang Gang is community, Chang Gang is support system, it's educational, totally educational. There's going to be a lot of educational content that we're going to be dropping as well. But you join our Discord, we have different niches, different brackets, different ways of learning, right? Whether it's Third plugging away with Blender and teaching people how to use that, whether it's getting some insight on Ethermon or Rovies, shout out them as well. Spalding, helping out with the architectural style of maybe a design that we're working on, and staying up to like 3, 4 in the morning. Evermore, structurizing, like making a structure on the back end of the movement. And everyone else is just supportive. It's like, this shit is crazy to me. It's like as if there's no ego. Yes. Everyone has their role, but the thing is that everyone works together in such a smooth way that it just always flows like water. So I've never seen something like this in real life, in business, entertainment business, music, where I come from. I have never seen shit like this before.
City where they have a huge thriving music industry.
I've never seen this, man. So like, we are all definitely in the 1%. right now. You know what I mean? We're doing something that hasn't been done before. This is completely brand new technology, and we really are trendsetters. We're all visionaries here. Seriously, man, this is what it is right here, man.
Big
This is
facts,
priceless
yeah.
information. These conversations that we're having right now, 5 years from today, people are gonna look back at these and say, "Wow, these guys were ahead of the curve." All of us are here. We're all showing love, all bigging each other up, and that's what it's about. And then the fun thing about it is that eventually this is gonna merge with the real world, and then we're gonna have events where you have access because you're Chang Gang, or you have access because you're part of the On Earth band.
Absolutely.
To these amazing community-driven, I guess, collective events that are private, and there's a lot of networking involved. There's a lot of sponsorships involved. This is just the beginning. I'm grateful to be here with you guys, spend some time with you guys, show love. Like Third says, and like Daddy Chang says, and all of us, what we stand for, we give more. At the end of the day, this is not about really making a profit, stepping on anyone's toes. This is the complete opposite of that. This is giving back, to the community. This is showing love. And then, hey, if we get a hug or we get a little kiss, that's fine. We'll take it.
Absolutely. Like, people are here, they are genuinely excited to give and create, because I feel like what the metaverse has given us, and like what, for instance, like Chang Gang is just a platform that's enabling people to create and learn faster than being by themselves.
Chang Gang College, bro.
Yeah.
We call it Chang Gang College, baby. You don't got to pay for college with us. You're going to get everything.
Yeah.
How to use Blender, or how to run a business in the metaverse, or how to market yourself as an artist. Because this is what Chang Gang is about, right? Since it's so new, everyone's always bringing something new. Like, hey guys, look at what happened today. For example, Ubisoft. I don't know if you guys heard, Ubisoft is going to be one of the first AAA developers within the blockchain.
Really?
So then someone within Chang Gang will post that and say, hey guys, this is the latest news in the metaverse. Because we're not all robots, we're not all omnipresent, we're not everywhere.
Absolutely, legit.
Collective, huh?
Let's take a look at this with this information on Ubisoft right now.
Kevin unnerves. Chang Gang said Ubisoft, like, that's what it's about. You feel me? You gotta be part of the gang.
Legit. So Ubisoft launches Quartz, its first NFT in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Wow. The next big boom is gonna be in this blockchain gaming space. I think we can all agree that that's gonna be a big.
It's gonna be wild, and the people that are getting first with these companies that aren't even established yet, that are newest to the scene, that do have the models and have the capability, they have the team behind them, backing them, and the community. They have the force. They have that drive from the community that's going to send it to that next level. If you're in a play-to-earn game right now, no matter what it is, and you trust in the team and the community's there, and like it's a solid community, it's not just about leveling up.
Yeah, I mean, that for me is the thing I'm most excited about. I love playing video games. The idea of being able to make income revenue by playing those games well.
I want to give a quick shout out to Rovi. We're real close with the Rovi team. There's a lot of big things coming. Big part of Chang Gang are all Rovi holders. We're going to be having a play-to-earn playground we're designing on a 36 parcel plot in the Theria district. It's going to be pretty ham.
Dang.
And this is for the community, So like I held a Blender session just recently trying to get like a basic concept design down. I want the whole community to okay it, I want it to look like what they want it to look like.
Let's go.
It's not just what we want.
Gang.
That's the right way to do it. That's the right way to create.
Community driven from all aspects, man. Absolutely. And it's crazy because eventually there's going to be a DAO eventually, and the people are going to be able to really, really be even more involved with the community, and whatever they say, it's going to have an even heavier impact, but step by step, I think we're going to get there sooner than what we think.
So is the DAO something that y'all are thinking about for next year?
Totally.
Yeah, it'll be implemented
totally.
Probably second half of next year.
Well, if you're, since you have that third eye, you got that 999 on Earth badge. I don't know if you saw, but we're going to be dropping the report tokens. So you're going to get a share ownership. All the on Earth band badge holders are going to get airdropped the report tokens. And you can use those report tokens to say you're like, yo, we have something that we want to be covered as, we have a Chang Gang event coming up. You can put up like 1,000 report tokens.
That's amazing, bro. I love that utility. That's amazing. That's beautiful. And honestly, I bought it just to support you, brother.
Yo, much love. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that brings great value to you. And like, real sees real. I see what y'all are doing. I'm inspired. That's why I wanted to have y'all with me here on this 24-hour stream.
Hell yeah. And we wanted to bring our community in on this call too, because again, Chang Gang is community.
Hell yeah.
Community is Chang Gang. So we have a few people that we want to bring on stream. If starting with Bull Pixie, she's one of our mods over here. She runs her Facebook page. She's great. She is slightly recovering. God bless. She's safe and okay. But she did have COVID and she recovered. She's still plugged the whole way through. I mean, the drive
amazing.
the community gives.
That's how you know.
I am
And she loves
still in
Pokemon.
quarantine
She loves
right
Pokemon.
now.
Volpixie, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you for having me. So I gotta first of all say thank you both to Kevin and to Chang Gang for inviting me to be a part of this. As Casino was saying, this is one of the best communities in the metaverse. I met Third Eye through Ethermon, which is kind of how the whole Pokemon thing ties into it, because we're both mods there, and I got plugged in here, and then it kind of became a see a need, fill a need situation, and the next thing I know, I'm helping with running the Facebook page, and then when Mana started running, Third suggested that someone write up a proposal for the DCL DAO to change the wearables fees, and I'm like, hey, I can write, so I wrote that up, and that was my proposal that got.
You need to thank this lady right here. This lady, it's because of her that we are not paying 500 mana now. It's only $500 of mana.
Wow. Well, not only thank you. That first of all, that is amazing because that makes it so much easier for me to do wearables for the reporters. So I didn't know that, and so we literally have a policy reformist here, reforming the policy here in Decentraland.
It is because I'm not a wearables designer. I just started learning Blender myself. My background is actually fitness and then writing. I'm working on my master's degree right now. And so when Third was like, this is just way too much money, and this was just when it first hit, $2 per mana, and then, we ran all the way up to $5, and so he was just beautiful. Like, we need someone to do this, and so I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything this afternoon, so I did a bunch of research. I crunched some numbers on stuff to try to come up with, a really good and really strong proposal. And then the community just ran with it, and I was so happy and glad to be able to contribute in my small way, despite not being your typical metaverse type person. And then just the community as a whole, as they mentioned, with me having COVID, I caught COVID about a week ago was when I went under quarantine, and I'm still in isolation. So I can't even get on Decentraland right now because my computer that can run it is in another room. So I'm running off my laptop because I haven't left my bedroom in about 2 weeks. And so just the whole
have here the metaverse, so you could still be together even
exactly I'm able to chill. And I was saying this, we do a community chat Twitter spaces every week, and I missed last week's because I was just too sick, but then I was able to get back in on this week, and I just had to say thank you to everyone, because not just in Chang Gang, but in some of the other amazing NFT communities, like the Holy Ones and the Aquarium and Ether Reindeer, all of these communities, I have had more people that, I barely know outside of Discord and the metaverse reach out to me, see how I'm doing, offer to, order me some food on Postmates or send me some money to get some food. That's or amazing. Even share my OpenSea because, my whole family had to go under quarantine when I tested positive because my son is in elementary school and he can't be spreading that around, and my husband is a teacher and a physician. So, he can't be spreading that around either. So, we've all been under lockdown. And so people being like, hey, let me share your OpenSea and maybe you can get some of your NFTs out there and, be able to make some money while you're not here. And that's so much more than any of my IRL friends did.
Oh,
I had
wow,
2 or
really?
3 IRL friends, but 2 for every 1 friend IRL that reached out to make sure I was doing okay. I had 5 people in the metaverse reaching out
That
to
is
me,
You know
and
what's
that's
amazing?
just,
You know what's amazing about
just
that?
a testament.
The umbrella, the whole thing from the top down is
Yes.
Decentraland. Shout out to
Yes,
the Aquarium
absolutely.
folks, the Holy Ones. I mean, everyone. This place
All
is
of them, yeah.
And I want
It's so good.
I want to shout out to you again one more time, Volpixie. You wrote this, and this wasn't even a proposal, everyone. Like, proposals are binding. This was a poll. This could have just been dropped, This wasn't an
Absolutely.
actual vote. But she wrote it so well, and people were so adamant about this. The committee took it upon themselves, the actual people, the members of the DAO, they brought it up to a meeting, a community town hall, and
Nice.
discussed it. And it got pushed to an actual
Nice.
proposal and got pushed.
That's
So,
amazing.
hats off to you, Volpixie. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's just an
Thank you.
example of
I'm
the kind
glad.
of people in Chang Gang. That just amazing work, Pixie.
Yes, we are
Thank
running
you,
short on time,
thank
though, so
you.
we do want to get Abigail up here. Abigail wanted to talk about something that's
Yes.
very important.
Absolutely. No, I support
Close up.
I support what Abigail wants to talk about too, so I
Yeah.
will gladly yield the floor to her.
If you have anything to close up, Volpixie, you can close up, though. I don't want to just kick you out.
Yeah. No, I think the biggest thing that I can say is if you're on the fence, come and join Chang Gang. It's such a great community, and it's a safe community too. As a woman in the space, you gotta sometimes be careful.
Yep.
But not just with that. Like, I've also been able to just be like, what do you guys think about this idea? Like I said, with my background being in fitness, I was like, well, how can I bring this to the metaverse? So I started throwing around some ideas, and now I'll be launching my own metaverse fitness, essentially, gym in 2022, and
Can't wait.
so be on the lookout for that. And that wouldn't have been possible without Chang Gang and without so many wonderful people to just be like, yeah, no, this is a great idea, and people like Third being able to connect you with the people who know what you don't. And so if you want to make a difference in this space, Chang Gang is the place to be.
I can agree with that. You can get so much done, and thank you so much, Volpixie, for being here with us and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
And
So we have
Abigail, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be touching base as something that everyone kind of forgets about in the metaverse. Everyone kind of lives at the time that they're being present. They don't think about the future, the past. One big thing everyone forgets about is mental health. Not just well-being, but mental health. Like, it's two different things. Physical well-being and mental health are totally different. They're both very important, and they're both kind of neglected. But mental health is huge. And Abigail, she has a cause, and she sees Chang Gang as a group that is prevalent enough to
Help people the way she can.
Exactly. So I want to give a shout out to Abigail. The floor is yours whenever you're ready. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to this, for Kevin and Third Eye Visual, and honestly, just like you said, everything about this platform and Twitch and Decentraland, like, there's just so much to offer here, and it's amazing. I'm pretty new to this, I would say within the last couple of months, but I am ADHD, so you can imagine this has been my major hyper focus, so I've learned a lot, and I just kind of want to start really quick before I jump into more of the serious stuff with kind of the funny story behind how I got introduced to the Chang Gang, because it was just so like pure and just so sweet and like happened exactly how I feel like it would happen. So I was in the mining zone of Decentraland, like just hanging out. I've been hanging out in a lot of different parts of the metaverse, trying to find my way and like connect with people here and there. Sometimes interceding in like bullying because I'm a coach, so I can't like help myself without doing that. So so I was like, at one point I was in the chat and it was Third Eye Visual who we were kind of encouraging some people on like how to do the mining, and then there was just of course that one person who sometimes you run into who was not being so kind, and Third Eye Visual was like just saying the most kind things. He was saying that like be really careful and just intentional about the connections you're making here in the metaverse and the possibility of the people you meet here, and not taking that for granted or lightly. And I literally was like, where are you? Like, I need to hunt you down on this map and add you as a friend. And I think he was like logging out within like the next couple seconds. He's like, I'm about to peace out. And I like was typing as fast as I could. I'm like, wait, don't go. And so we like met over in an area, and for some reason the add friend wasn't working, so he naturally sent me the Chang Gang information. And I went over there and I just spent the whole night like in the general chat, like reading it on the website, just like familiarizing myself with it. And it was really the rules. Like, everybody doesn't like the rules usually, but I was reading them and I was like, this is the group. Like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And in fact, like, I've been talking with a friend of mine who's a developer and designer and is more in the metaverse stuff. And we were even talking about forming a group like Chang Gang. And when I was reading it, I was like, this is it. Like, this is already happening. And so I told her all about it. And we've just been like, this group is not only so welcoming and so kind, but so talented. And I really see like just the support that they're offering, from really fun stuff like the music video, but also some more serious stuff. And some of the members like reached out to me and were instantly like, what's your cause? What are you doing? How can we support? And so it's like so genuine. And I just really think like Chang Gang, I'm new to it. It's been within the last week, but anyone who's listening and is questioning if this is like for you, it is such a community and they're so welcoming to like all different levels and supportive to all different kinds of ideas. So I highly, highly recommend. But with that being said, I would love to talk more about my kind of interest within the metaverse and what I'm hoping to accomplish. So
I would love to hear that.
Thank you so much. Yes. So I used to be a news journalist. That's what I like majored in. I was for 5 years, and I had a child 2.5 years ago. And like many women, my mental health wasn't great before having a child. Like, I've always dealt with it. Like I said, I'm ADHD, and I've just been realizing that. So it's always been something that's been a struggle for me, but having pregnancy and postpartum really made that difficult. And there were some really like scary times when I didn't know if I was going to be able to be the mother for my child that I was, needing to be. Absolutely. And I honestly, like, this is so silly, but yeah, I feel like the people listening can probably understand. For like when my child was a pretty young baby, in between feeding him and all of that, where I found a lot of my support, because I left news reporting, like I lost my identity there. I lost a lot of friends. Was in, I don't know if you're familiar, but like IMVU. So like almost the closest thing to metaverse at that time that I was familiar with. It's like where you meet people and create an avatar and all of that. And so I got out of there though pretty quickly because it wasn't that community feel and it just wasn't exactly what I was looking for. But I was definitely like on that path of like trying to find that and recognizing the value there. And I've always been into like web development. I've designed websites, marketing, all of that kind of stuff. And I kind of naturally though, with like my mental health, was like, I need to take a break from kind of the work stuff and focus more on taking care of myself. And that is when I started to find out that I am ADHD, because I started to pursue like the counseling, the psychiatry, all of those things. But in that process, learned how hard and like going against the current, trying to get mental health help in especially the United States where I'm from, but I'm pretty sure in many parts of the world from what I've experienced and talked to people about, it's so difficult. And I am a relatively privileged person, not from my background, but through like my husband's job and the fact that he's supportive of me getting it and I'm educated. Like there's so many things that I can admit I have going for me to receive that help. But even for me, like has been so difficult. I don't even have an official assessment scheduled until May of 2022 because they're so backed up and trying to get like the help you need is just impossible. And so I got into coaching, which I'm kind of like bridging the gap between some of that like positivity and discipline coaching. And like, I don't know if you're familiar with life coaching, but I love life coaching and the concept of like future-based goal setting. But some of it cannot be super helpful to neurodivergent people, like with ADHD, autism, all of those things, because our brains don't exactly operate in a lot of those ways that they try to teach you. So I really like dove into how to help people whose brains do operate differently and really tailor the coaching experience and helping them, like if they do need counseling, connect them with counselors and help them navigate all of those processes that are so draining. And when you're in the worst place of your life or even somewhere in between, you just sometimes don't have the energy for. And so I've been helping people through what I've learned in this process navigate it for themselves wherever they are, or if they just want to work with a coach and they're good with that, like wherever they're at in the process, just helping them do that. And then bridging all of this with the metaverse, when all of this like started to really take off, I really dove into like crypto, blockchain, NFTs, and then naturally that took me down the rabbit hole of the metaverse. And I've always been super interested in, like I said, these connections, gaming, stuff like that. And so it just seemed like the natural fit. And I remember you guys were saying it earlier in the stream, like anything in the real world is going to find its place within the metaverse. And I think this is like the prime example. And this isn't just like those ads that you'd see on like the Disney Channel or on your Wii where it's like, have you been outside recently? Like, this is like, we can like take this within. And so I have so many visions for like gamifying the mental health system in like a really fun way, and creating community and like games for helping people connect on really deep, honest, genuine levels. But then also some of those opportunities to work with real professionals within the metaverse, whether that is like going to virtual retreats and like doing meditation and yoga, or some of the more serious stuff like working one-on-one with a trauma counselor or working with a crisis interventionist.
Right.
Like whatever you need, I believe that we have the possibility to bring that within the metaverse. And not only do we have the possibility, but it's like a very much necessity. So I want to utilize the metaverse for so much that can, I think, not only be really good within the metaverse, but is what we needed all along. Because I'm going to like wrap up here. I promise.
No,
I know
please, I'm
super long.
enjoying. I got your info up on the screen. People are asking me for your handle, so I got. Do you have a Twitter that you can drop in the chat for me?
Yeah, my Twitter is at Abigail Taylor TV. I'll drop that in. But so yeah, I find that especially for neurodivergent people, finding connection and friends and all of that can literally be the night and day difference between your confidence and who you recognize yourself as. And just so much about like your life can change when you start to surround yourself with people who are like, no, I do get you. I not only get you, but I like you. Like I like being around you. And yeah, so I just find that like within the metaverse, we're going to be able to have that, and we're going to be able to connect people in ways that perhaps like introverts or people with disabilities or all different kinds of things can come together and remove some of those barriers and really start to be themselves, which is kind of ironic, but in a way that they can't be in real life.
I salute you, Abigail, man. I can't wait to see the impact that you have on this metaverse and the members herein. You know, not just Chang Gang, but everyone around. I feel like you're a very kind soul, and you clearly know what you're talking about, and you care.
She cares about her mission.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
Anyone who cares.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Abigail, like, I could tell you care about your mission. I could tell you how important that is, but I'm sure you already know. And I would strongly suggest, you know, anyone who wants to contact Abigail, I put her Twitter into the Twitch chat. Definitely reach out to her. And, you know, there's so much that can be done. I mean, do you ever consider getting a DCL grant to fund, you know, setting those kind of services up for DCL?
I think it's a very serious. I think you have a potential there.
Absolutely.
Wow. I will definitely, like, if anyone has those kinds of ideas or just next steps, I would love that. I did kind of apply for some different grants within other areas, like not Decentraland, but Somnium, I think, is the one that I did. But yeah, so I would love to, like, especially with ADHD, like I kind of get into an area and then forget. So that is such a good place to go back to and remember that that's an opportunity. So yeah, thank you so much. And I just appreciate, again, I just want to say Chang Gang so much, and like the confidence that they're kind of providing for people with these ideas who aren't necessarily the most well-versed within the metaverse, that they kind of have your back. And so I feel like I can move forward in some of these ways with the confidence of like, I'm going to find this community, and if I do this, the right people are going to find me too.
Oh, I love
it. Of course, 100%. And next steps, let's get you that grant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing. Even if it was like, you know, like even just
Volpixie can help with the writing up of it too.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I can, yeah.
Coach Abigail Taylor, I'm gonna follow you right now, and
that's beautiful right there. You know.
Yeah.
We do have one more member though, so let's wrap up the spot. We got like 10 minutes left.
Woo! Round of applause, everybody, for Abigail.
Yeah, round of applause. Throw that cash.
Oh, yeah.
So we do have one more member of Chang Gang, Giant Piff. He is an artist. He's a community relations dude. You know, he connects the dots as well. He's a solid man, very smart, tech-savvy dude. I believe he runs his own tech business. You can get more into the details on that. Giant Piff, the floor is yours, brother.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Kevin, Third Eye Casino, Abigail. I can hear people going crazy for Abigail in the metaverse over the microphone.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, it's so good to be here, man, and to be able to kind of spread that love and that positivity, right? I met all these guys at Chain Gang in roughly a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, right? That's kind of I kind of got into this space. As a collector. My name's Piff, and in real life it's Richard. I'm based out of Seattle, Washington. I'm an engineer here at Microsoft, right? And one of the things that got me interested with these guys was meeting them and kind of going in through the Portion app and collecting one of the Wiz Khalifa NFTs, and then they started talking about metaverse and all these cool things that are going to be happening. And
gang.
Yeah, man, and these guys literally not trying to sound corny or cliche or whatever, but they've been like the most helpful like group of people, like welcoming individuals in general, right? From just helping me set up my first couple wallets to giving me my first drip like in the metaverse. Like they've just been so welcoming at a time that coming out of COVID and everything, like people are just genuinely looking for that following, that belonging, right? Like looking
for a way to connect with other people.
Yeah, and this was such a natural transition, right? It's like, man, I've been talking with these guys for a couple weeks now, and then I finally they bring me into the metaverse for my first event, and even though we're not hanging out, it's like we are hanging out. We're physically there, and we're chilling, and we're showing off our wearables and stuff. So it's been awesome, man. It's been a great vibe. And,
I love it, man. Yeah. Well, it's great to have you here. How long have you had your experience here in Decentraland? Like, how long do you think it's been for you?
Yeah, so for me, it's in Decentraland, it's only been like a month or so, right? And one of the things that these guys have been able to do is I heard them talking about it earlier, is just keeping me abreast of what's new, right? Like the latest and greatest, and I feel like Chain Gang is always at the forefront of that like educational movement of just bringing knowledge and spreading awareness of what's the latest and greatest stuff that's happening in the space, like that's where I get my news from,
Totally. Well, you know what? I think that on that note, like they just released that their first movie. What did you think about that?
Not surprised by the level of quality and the stuff that these guys just continuously put out, right? Yeah, it's
they have like a lot of talent,
yeah, and passion, and then that one thing that's separate from everybody else is like the willingness to help, right? Not just like how to keep our stuff safe and what to watch out for, but just how to get our foot through the door, right? Like as a one-of-one artist, that's something I've always been wanting to do, and it's always kind of just stuck in the back of my head is utility, right? Like people always just want more utility, and one of the things that the Third Eye is helping me get set up here is, and moving into the future is how to incorporate the one-of-ones into like a custom wearable into DCL,
nice.
and making sure that the price is right, and making sure that everything is accordingly, so that I can actually bring more people into the metaverse. Because the moment they step in and we start hanging out, and then we get a group of like-minded individuals like you guys all on the microphone, and we're all hanging out and looking at artwork and stuff together, like it becomes takes it to a whole nother level and becomes a whole nother experience.
That's big.
Shit happens.
Legit. I think that's exactly, things come together, and right now I think this event is just kind of a culmination of some exciting times for everybody. This is an example of different communities like Chang Gang, everybody from MetaZoo, everybody who's been sponsoring, supporting the event today, Vegas City, JTV.
Yeah, I got to shout out to MetaZoo too, man. Zoo, Sango, you guys are the real deal as well. We all see you. We appreciate you. He works with Chang Gang so closely. He's a member as well. Zoo's the real deal as well, guys. If you don't know who he is, you don't support him, find out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, shout out Zoo, man. Super good dude, man, for sure. Shout out Portion too, man. Portion.io. Let's get it,
Shout
baby.
out Portion.
Yo, y'all need to. If y'all don't know, Portion is one of the leading platforms. They do exclusive, really curated drops. They've done deals with some really well-known artists. We're talking about artists like of Wiz Khalifa. They're not, they're out here really hand-picking and publishing really quality NFTs. So shout out Portion. Y'all need to check out the Portion app. And is there any sort of like Is that collaboration submission opportunity still open, Casino?
Yeah, definitely, man. We always have events going on, and right now we have something what's called like Digital Future. So if there's an artist out there that has, anything that has to do with that, right? In the sense, like, what is humanity gonna be like from here in 100 years, right? Like, how does that look visually? And artists can submit some cool art, and based on those submissions, we'll decide as a collective, based on votes, who's gonna win, and whoever wins, we're gonna have their art displayed in Decentraland Museum, and give them an interview and feature them on our website. And mind you, like Kevin was saying, we're very selective with who we have. So whether it's Wiz Khalifa, whether it's 2 Chainz within music, right, but also like classic big artists like Anthony Tudowski, Ghost, X Copy, like we've dropped a lot of big projects, and right now we're having a lot of things in the works right now for next year. So with the metaverse heavily involved, so it's exciting, man. But yeah, whoever needs some help with that as well, feel free to send me a DM on Twitter, or hit me up on Instagram, Casino, and I'm here to help, man. Shout out Portion. Visit us at portion.io. But yeah, man, this is awesome, guys. It's a good vibe. Shout out Giant Piff, man. I love that you're here, bro.
Good to see you, brother.
Yo, amazing to have you here, brother. Yo, I know everybody is definitely excited to hear what y'all are doing, and make sure y'all are dropping your links in the Twitch chat so people can follow. I want to make sure all of our community wants to access and connect with Chang Gang. Make sure y'all do that. I think that we should turn on. I want to watch this 5-minute video really quick. Chang
Let's
Gang
do it.
Released the first Decentraland movie. This is part 1 right here.
Be a great closing, man. Kevin, we appreciate you, bro. We appreciate this time to talk. We appreciate the community stepping up, actually.
Let's go, baby.
A lot of people to speak out, but everyone else appreciates it.
Yeah, it means a lot, brother.
Break out of your shell, and it helps a lot of people.
Yeah, that means a lot, brother. Yo, you know what?
That's a fact.
Respect goes both ways, and I'm just so grateful. Real sees real. This is why we're here together in this moment. So without further ado, premiering for the first time here on the Decentraland Report, we are going to see the Decentraland movie, The Rise of Chang Pang, Part 1. Let's roll it. Right where I was starting to really get into that.
That's all up in DC's membrane.
Oh my gosh. The dude keeps
He's
us
the
waiting.
genius behind this.
He knows how to keep us on the edge of our seat. I'm ready for part 2 myself. Well, Chang Gang, it's been an absolute pleasure having y'all with us. Make sure everybody goes and checks out portion.io. Joins the Chang Gang Discord channel. Is Discord the best way for people to get linked?
I think they should check out the website because all the links are on the website,
Okay.
changgang.io.
Okay, changgang.io, y'all. Oh my gosh. And that's also where you can come here and rewatch part 1 so you can get into those finer details. Alright, y'all. I think it's time for, I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to head on over to meet with Cromulon.
Perfect.
Here.
Kevin, thank you for this slot, brother. Thank you, everyone that's here listening. Shout out Chang
Bye.
Gang, all our members, ambassadors, moderators,
Absolutely.
anyone that's coming in. We got your back.
Amen. Yeah.
That's for sure. You already know the vibes. Chang Gang, we here, baby, showing love. Kevin, thank you for having us, and everybody else here showing support.
Absolutely.
You already know we couldn't make it. We couldn't do it without you, because
Hey.
it's not about us. It's everybody. We're all Chang Gang.
Legit. That is big facts. And you know what? We actually just crossed over our 12-hour mark. People, we're halfway through the 24-hour stream.
Word, man. I wish you the best of luck, Kevin. I know you don't need it because you're a trooper, bro. Let's go.
Let's go. Much love, y'all. Yo, I will see you probably after tomorrow's being passed out all day. I'll probably be back on Monday, Tuesday. So I'll see you soon. I'll see DCL fam in the house, Chang Gang.
For sure.
Cheers, homie.
Have
Cheers,
a good night, guys. Take care.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
Let's go. Love Chang Gang.